It's Midnight Black Dualsense Edge release day. Let's open it up because this is my first Dualsense Edge controller. Don't you hate when that happens in an unboxing? Never mind. I'm really excited to see this controller because I have been wanting to get back into some shooters, and I think that this will be the thing that helps me get back into them because I've definitely lost my skill over the years. But we have this little box here. Ooh, oh, that looks so good. That is really nice in the black. It looks super premium. Is there anything else in here? Just a manual. Let's get that out of the way. Let's crack open the bag. So if you haven't realized by now, I tend to buy PlayStation controllers and cover plates, accessories, all that jazz to unbox on the channel. So if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. We're getting very close to 20,000 subscribers, which is super exciting. Ooh, okay, there is a lot to go through in here. Let's start off with the controller because this is obviously the main event. Oh wow, that looks so good. Oh my God, okay, I need a minute just to take this in because there is a lot to look at here. Like, look at that. We'll get back to that. In this bag, you do get a charging cable. So this looks like a decent length, which is great because, gotta be real, don't know where my other cables are. I'm going to assume that is quite long. Back triggers. Do you remember when they released that back plate for the PS4 controller, for the DualShock 4? I did use it for a little bit, but I found it to be a little bit annoying. So hopefully this is a much better experience. Yeah, okay, that already feels much better. The placement feels really good. So you have the different options for what kind of back trigger you want. So you can customize that. I'm actually interested to see how this little one will feel. We do get some extra thumbsticks as well. So you can have that old school style raised thumbstick, which I think is a really nice touch actually. I'm a little bit thrown off with this unboxing because it obviously is not like what we usually do on the channel. There is a lot of detail here that we do need to get into and learn how to use. But this is a little package that you get. Obviously the cable was sitting up here. I think my thoughts are that this looks really nice in black. So obviously I don't have the standard white one to compare it to, but that all black look with the glossy panels, with the matte side railings, this looks really premium and I think it looks much better than the standard version. We've got some buttons on the front as well, some extra little tabs here, which would be really good to program when playing certain games. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty online. I was just a big fan of Team Deathmatch, and I think that this will really help me get back into it because it has been a few years since I've played and I'm not very good anymore. I used to be pretty good. It is time to read this manual because I don't know what I'm doing and I want to go through it with you and show you how it works. So this connector housing is actually for the USB-C cable. So if you want to have it permanently wired, it locks it into place. I think that's a cool feature. I will probably use this wirelessly to be honest with you, but it's a nice to have. So we've already worked out how to change these back plates. They can just be removed gently, of course. So if you do have it in place, you can gently pull it out and swap them over with whichever part you want to use. Just like that. So the release button on the back here, just down here, we have to pull that. This cover comes off. Okay, I see. That is really cool. So we raise the lever and then we can pull out the module. That is if you want to change the actual stick modules, but if you want to change the caps, it says pull the cap directly away from the controller. Okay, so you can just pull them out and swap them over. But the moral of this video is the fact that they released it in midnight black. So I would love to know what you think about this color. I think that they have done a gorgeous job, of course. Like, just look at the way it looks in the light. The midnight black is an absolute staple when it comes to the way a PS5 looks, in my opinion. I just think it looks so premium. It plays the part really well of looking like the elite console, even though it's the same console. This is really cool. I'm super excited to use this. Also, if you are in Australia, I actually got this controller for $97 from eBay Games. This retails for $329. How I got it so cheap is that they told me in a text message this morning that they had a trade offer and you can trade 2 eligible Nintendo Switch, PS5 and Xbox Series X games and get the controller for $259. Now I ended up trading in 4 Nintendo Switch games, which were Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, New Super Mario Bros. U and Mario Party Superstars, because they just sit in my cupboard, they don't get played. And I only had to pay $97 for this. So I think that is an incredible offer. If you do have some old games sitting around, I would say Nintendo Switch games, they tend to hold their value the most. But that's my little tidbit if you want to try and get it cheaper, because it works for me. And lastly, read the instructions. They're kind of important when it comes to this controller. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the sub button and I'll catch you next time.